Rod McKenzie is from the Road Haulage Association, joins me now. Rod, morning to you.
Good morning, Denny.
Hiya. Is this good or bad news for you then?
Well, I think it's welcome. I wouldn't quite go as far as saying it's good news, but it's very welcome because it's what we've been asking for from Michael Gove for some time, that we need more time to prepare. And the best way to do that, if there's not going to be an extension to the Brexit transition period, which the government has said there won't be, is a time to get our heads around a very complicated new set of form filling, which would have been hugely disruptive. And the previous report you've covered on the programme about a big dip in GDP, well, it would be even worse if we had a chaotic Brexit with no free trade association, no free trade agreement, and that would be really difficult for businesses.
Right, so when we get to the end of the year, they'll continue with the same kind of border controls now and then work up to a place where they can do checks on incoming goods. Is that what the plan is, do you think?
Yeah, that's the plan. They're calling it a light touch, which basically means I think that they won't be checking goods coming into Britain, which is good news for those people involved in importing, because they won't have to do these very exhausting, very complicated and still, frankly, unknown forms that will have to be filled out on everything we bring into the UK. It doesn't, however, address the other side of the problem, which is what will the EU do for our exports. We hope that there will be a reciprocal arrangement from the EU so that both ways, import and export, would be, as it were, light-touched for many months to come.
Is there any risk in that? Because you were saying the border controls will stay the same. Is there a risk there, or they won't be checking goods?
Well, in terms of imports, the government has previously said, and obviously they've done a U-turn on this today, but they've previously said that import controls were important because, for security reasons, to make sure bad stuff wasn't coming into the country and so forth. But clearly, common sense has prevailed, because while that might be the case to a small degree, it would be a much bigger impact on a much wider section of business to have restrictive controls on imported goods. And we would have had chaos at the border, and it would have been really, really bad at a time that we desperately need to be restarting the economy, supporting business, making sure our borders work as freely as they can as we move into this new world post-Brexit, where we are trading as a third country with the EU.
Rod, thanks for now. Rod McKenzie from the Road Haulage Association.